Hello class, welcome to week 14 of Windows Server Administration. So this week we're learning about implementing centralized event logs. So event logs are basically just kind of notifications that your computer or your server will kind of inform you about like any maintenance that may have occurred. It'll store that in the event logs. Any changes that may have occurred, anything that might be failing, all of that's going to be kind of stored in the event logs of your server. So in this lab, we're just implementing centralized event logs. So let's get started. This is the final week, the final lab of the semester. So next week we're going to have test 3, which is the final test of the semester. So make sure you guys are reading the chapters. Make sure you guys get in any late lab activities that you guys may have not done thus far. So just there's still time, even if it was from like a couple weeks ago. I'll still take it. So just do them and then submit them. At least try to submit as many late labs that you might be missing by Saturday. I'll accept it until that date, and then study for test 3. So test 3 is going to be all from the book. So just make sure you guys read the chapters from the book. And I'll be posting a Blackboard announcement regarding the specifics to test 3 around Friday. Sometime Friday I'll be posting that. So do look out for that. But yeah, let's get into the lab. It's our final lab together. So let's get started. So task 1, enable Windows Remote Management. Step 1, they want us to make sure we're on PLAB DC01, which we are. They say make sure dashboard's open. They want us to go to Tools, and then they want us to go to Windows PowerShell. So I'll just open up PowerShell. So now they want us to type in this file, or the command that they gave us, the winrm quick config. And usually I just copy and paste everything, but I will type this up because it's relatively short. So we get a notification that notifies us that the service is already set up for remote management to this computer, so that's good. So now we're going to type in this other command, so netsh space win http reset proxy. Press enter. Okay, no proxy server, so we remove that so that now there's direct access to our server. So step 5, connect to PLAB DM01, which is the second machine, so I'll just power that on. I'll wait for it to turn on, and then we're going to want to open up PowerShell on this second virtual machine. So I'll just give it a second. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, hopefully I didn't power that off. Okay, so this machine's on, so now I'm going to go to Tools and then Windows PowerShell. Once Server Manager opens, okay, here it is. Alright, so we'll go to Tools, and we'll go all the way down to Windows PowerShell. Perfect. So now that PowerShell's open, I'm going to type in the same command that I originally typed in on the first machine, the winrm quick config. Okay, it also says it was already running on this machine, so that's fine. Next, we're going to type in that basically we're writing the same command on 2 machines, so it's pretty straightforward. Okay, we got rid of the proxy server if there was a proxy server. So they want us to minimize this window, keep dashboard open, and now on step 9 we're going to go to the user machine, so PLAB Win10, and we're going to power that on, and then we're going to open up PowerShell. But they want us to actually type in PowerShell in the Windows search option, so like right here, but on the PLAB Win10 machine. So as it turns on, I'll just give it a second, and then I'll open up PowerShell. Okay, that one turned on pretty quick. So I'll just click on that. And obviously, we can't do it through Server Manager because this is not a server. This is a Windows machine, like a user Windows machine, like the one I'm currently recording on, or the one you're probably working on. So we can't open up PowerShell from a Windows Server Manager, obviously. So I opened up PowerShell, and now what do they want us to do? Okay, they want us to type in winrm quick config. So we're basically just typing in the same command on every machine we're on. Okay, so WinRM is not set up to receive requests on this machine. The following changes must be made. Okay, so let's see if you get an exception with the network connection type. Repeat this step. On the next prompt, type yes. So we'll type in Y. Okay. And on the next prompt, we're typing Y again. All right. So WinRM firewall exception enabled. Great. So then we're gonna do. Let's see. They want us to clear. Okay. Just like so it cleans up our workspace. And now we're going to type in net sh win http reset proxy. Okay. So that's it. It was really repetitive. We essentially wrote the same command across 3 different machines. We did have to enable WinRM on the user computer, the plab win10. But aside from that, that was the only real change. Other than that, we were typing in basically the same commands. So now we're going to go to task 2, which is enable event collector. So step 1, still on plab win10, so the machine I'm currently sitting on. They want us to clear this again, and now they want us to type in this command right here. So I'm going to type that in. Alright, the server startup mode will be changed to delay start. Would you like to proceed? And we're going to type Y. Okay, so Windows Event Collector Service was configured successfully, which is good. So step 2, and type in winrm quick config. They're really making you type this a lot. Okay, so it's already running because we configured this earlier in task 1. So step 3, they want us to minimize this PowerShell window. So that's it for task 2. So now task 3, add event collector computer to administrators group. So now we're going to move back to our domain controller, so plab dc01. Let's minimize PowerShell for now. Let's work on the dashboard. So they want us to go to tools, and then they want us to go to users and computers, Active Directory users and computers. So as that opens, so they want us to, on Active Directories, users and computers, expand practice labs, which it already is. Click the built-in, so I'll click the built-in container. And then on the details pane on the right, they want us to right-click on the administrators group and select properties. All right. So on the properties dialog box, click on the members tab, and then click add. Oh, okay. Weird. It just closed on me. Our members tab, we'll click add. Let's see. So they want us to click object types, and then what? Okay. Okay. It's just minimizing for whatever reason. It might be just me. It's weird. So select computers checkbox and click OK. And so here they want us to type in plab win10. I'll do check name. Okay. I'll press OK. Great. So they say click OK on this, and then we could exit. Okay, well, it's gone. Let's see. Alright, it looks like that's it for this machine. So now they want us to move to plab demo1. They want us to right click start and select computer management. And then expand on this console that we now have the computer management window, expand local users, and click on Groups. On the right Details pane, right-click Administrators Group and select Properties. So now we're just going to add a user here. Let's see. Well, first they want us to do the object types. And is it the computers checkbox again? It is. Okay, so I'll do that. Great. So now we're going to add that PLAB Win10 machine. I mean, we could check the name. I'll underline it just to confirm that that's an actual device on the domain that's named named PLAB Win10. Then we can do OK. We click OK. And actually, did they want us to? Okay. Maybe I think they wanted us to take a screenshot of that, so I'll just take a screenshot of that. Great. Now I'll do OK. That way I can close it. I can close the computer management window, and that's it for page 3. Relatively quick, definitely compared to last week. Last week, page 3 took a very long time, so that's really good. So now we're on page 4. Create subscription. Yep. Okay. So task 1, create subscription. So step 1, we're gonna move back to PLAB Win10. We're gonna right-click Start and go to Computer Management. And on the Computer Management, under the System Tools node, expand Event Viewer. Okay. So System Tools, Event Viewer. Okay. And they want us to right-click on Subscriptions and select Create Subscription. Okay, so on the subscriptions properties dialog box, type in the following subscription name. Okay, so I'll type this in. It's hard to misspell this. Okay, good. So they want us to select computers. Where would I select computers from here? Click select computers. Oh, right here. Click add domain computer, and we're gonna type in PLAB DC01. You can check the name. Okay, good. And is that all they want us to do? Okay, they want us to add another computer as well. So PLAB DM01. Do okay. So now we added the domain controller computer up here, and we added the second computer. And so they want us to test the PLAB DC01. So I can do tests. Connectivity test succeeded. Okay. They want us to test the second computer as well. Connectivity test succeeded. Great. Okay, I can do OK here. So now back on here, we can do select events. On the query filter dialog box, which I'm sure is about to come up, it's just taking a while. Okay, so query filter dialog box, on the event level section, so right here, enable critical, warning, error, and information. Still on the query filter dialog box, select by log. Okay, it's already selected. And click event logs. Okay. Drop down list and expand window logs. Okay, I'll expand it. Enable application security setup and system. Alright. So click on any portion of the query filter dialog box to toggle the drop down list. Okay, query filter dialog box. Am I missing something? Just let's click OK to save changes. Back in the subscription properties dialog box, click Advanced. Select specific user. Click user and password. And here we're going to type in password. Okay. Back on the advanced subscription settings dialog box, click OK. Click OK. Does it say click OK? Yeah, click OK. Keep the computer management console window open for the next activity. Take a screenshot. Okay, and I can move on. So that's page 4. Page 4 was also really quick, which is awesome. Page 5 actually looks really short as well. So just from the time of this video, I think we're currently, let's see, 15 minutes inside or into the video, and we're basically on the last page. So it's a very quick lab, which is really nice compared to last lab, which was like an hour, and that's me cutting out the waiting time. So that's really good. So now task 1 on page 5. So step 1, we want to connect to PLAB Win 10, where the computer management console is open. So yeah, it's open right now. So they want us to click on Event Manager and click Subscriptions if not already clicked. So I'll just click on Subscriptions. Let's see. Right click on Logs from PLAB DC01. So I'll right click on this, and they want us to select Runtime Status. So on the runtime status dialog box, they want us to make sure that the 2 source computers are active, which they are. And now we can close this and we can close Computer Management Console. So now task 2, they want us to ensure we're connected to PLAB Win 10, which we are. They want us to restore the PowerShell from the taskbar. Let's see, did I have mine open? I did, okay. So they want us to type in the following command, but since this command's a little bit convoluted, I'll just kind of copy and paste it onto my clipboard. Click send twice, and I'll right click here. Okay, it didn't work, so I'll try again. Okay, so I'll enter that in. So it doesn't give us a notification that it took our command, we just have to know that it did. So on the next prompt, to restart PLAB Win 10, they want us to type in shutdown /R/T0. Okay, so that's it for task 2. So now task 3, they want us to examine forwarded events. So they want us to give the computer PLAB Win 10 about a minute before we connect to it again. So when signed on, they want us to right click and select computer management, but I'll give it a second. So I'll give it about 60 seconds before I reconnect to it. So I'll just pause the video here. Okay, it was about 60 seconds somewhat. So I'm gonna reboot this computer, and once we sign back in, we're gonna open up computer management again. And let's see what else. I mean, we're very close to the end. It's 3 steps, and the third step is taking a screenshot. So it's actually 2 steps. Yeah, I mistook the 3 for the third step, so it's actually 2 steps. So I'm just waiting on this computer to load up. So it looks like open up computer management. Step 2, on computer management, expand event viewer, Windows logs, and click forwarded events node. Find the forwarded logs from PLAB DC01 or PLAB DM01. Okay, so important, the number of event logs collected by PLAB Win 10 may vary as events are normally generated by PLAB DC01 and PLAB DM01 at different times. Okay. So it says we may need to reboot the 2 servers to force these devices to generate events, after which restart PLAB Win 10. It takes approximately 15 to 30 minutes before forwarded events are detected on the event collector computer. We'll see if anything's there before I even get into doing that. So let's right click start, open up computer management. So once we get here, they want us to go to event viewer, expand this, and then expand Windows logs, and click forwarded events. So the very last one. And we have nothing. Okay. We may have to, it looks like, restart plab DC01, plab DM01. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart both of them. Let's see, after which we're going to have to restart this machine. So once those two restart, I'll restart this machine. And I may have to pause the video for about 15 to 30 minutes just to see the events show up on this machine. Just because for the screenshot we do need to see at least one or two events from those two servers. Or else it's just going to be blank like this. So I'm just waiting for these two machines to start back up, and once they do, I'm going to restart plab win 10. And once plab win 10 does come back up, I'll see if there's anything. If not, I'll just pause the video and give it like 15 to 30 minutes and come back and see if there's anything new on plab win 10. So let's see. This machine's not giving me anything. Still waiting for plab DM01 to open up. Alright, so now that both servers are up, at least plab DC01, yeah, even plab DM01 are up, now I'm going to restart this machine. So let's do a reboot of plab win 10. And once we reboot it, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open up computer management and we're going to see if it's still empty. Like I said, if it's still empty, I'll just pause the video and come back. For you, it's going to be 1 second. For me, it'll be about 15 to 30 minutes. And we'll see if we have any new log data from those two servers now that we forced a restart. So since plab win 10 is taking a second, I'll just pause it right now. If in a second you guys see that I already have computer management open with a bunch of stuff, that means I likely, well, I'll let you know if I had to wait or not, just so that you guys are aware if you do have to wait to get some log information or not. So I'll just pause it right now since it's taken a while to start back up. So I waited about 20 to 30 minutes and the logs ended up showing up. So I would say give it about 15 to 20 minutes and the logs will show up, but you do have to restart these two machines, the two servers, and then you have, once those are back up, then you restart plab win 10 and you just give it a second. You could just kind of leave it there. And then after 20 minutes, just press the refresh button and you'll see your logs. And then just take a screenshot of that, and that's the final thing for the lab. Obviously, we still have our questions. You have your 1, 2, 3, yeah, your normal 5 questions. So just answer those, then press submit report, and that's essentially it for this lab. So, like I said, this is the last lab of the semester. Next week, we're going to have test 3. And then after test 3, we're going to, or actually after test 3, that's the end of the semester. But in preparation for test 3, just make sure you guys are reading each of the chapters. So let me just pull up the Blackboard really quick. So I'll go to Blackboard, and then I'll go to Windows Server. So everything after test 2 it will be on test 3. So starting at week 11, so chapter 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 4 chapters. Just make sure you guys read those 4 chapters. The like the textbook readings from those chapters, and obviously we could find those under chapter readings under each folder, and then just click on this and it should take you to the chapter reading for that specific week. So just make sure you're reading those chapters in preparation for test 3, since test 3 will be like the same format of the previous two tests, multiple choice, true and false type questions, and all of those questions are getting pulled from the chapters themselves. And that's really it. So it was a pleasure teaching you guys for this semester, and I wish you guys the best of luck on test 3. All right.